Hello and welcome to Rebus Cloud. In this video tutorial, we will learn how to write the script for RC table. RC table directive is used for implementing grid format questions. Grid is a combination of rows and columns. To implement a row, we can use the RC row directive, which is a child directive of RC table. Similarly, for a column, we can use RC column, which is a child directive of RC row. The prerequisites for RC table script are Visual Studio version 10 or above and the solution.zip file, which you get from the variables section in your Rebus Cloud project home. Let's take an example to understand RC table script. Here you can see a sample survey. As you can see, question 2 in this survey is a grid format question. To implement this question in Rebus Cloud, we need to divide it in 3 parts. Part 1 will have an info type variable storing the question label. Part 2 will have a single or multiple choice type variable storing the header in the grid. Whether you make it single choice type or multiple choice type, it does not really make a difference, as the header will show just the labels, not the option buttons or checkboxes. Part 3 will contain single choice type variables depicting all the rows in the grid apart from header. The representation for this question in the file variable.csv will be like this. So here, Q2_label is info type, which has the question label. Q2_header is single choice type, having the header options. Here you can see we have added a shared list under the options for Q2_header. A shared list prevents repetition of options which are common among each row in the grid. Here these entries at the bottom show the shared list and its options. Again here, the shared list has been added under the options for Q2_R1, Q2_R2, Q2_R3, Q2_R4 and Q2_R5, which are all single choice type row variables. Now let's take a look at the scripting part. First, unzip the solution.zip file which you have downloaded from the variables page in your Rebus Cloud project home. Next, open the Visual Studio IDE from your Start menu or Start screen. And then open the unzipped solution in the IDE. The RC table script needs to be written in the HTML page that you create for displaying grid format question. Here you can see we have created a single page called surveypage.html where we will be displaying all the questions in the survey. We have already written the script for question 1. Let's write the script for question 2. Start with RC table tag and call the variable which has the question label inside the tag. Now create a row using RC row directive. Call the variable having the question header inside the row and use the row type attribute to mark the row as header. Now create another row using the RC row tag and call the variable which you had created for first row in the question grid inside the tag. You may also use the show name and required attributes in RC table directive. If you use these attributes in RC table directive, you need not use them inside the child RC row directive. Similarly, you can create rest of the rows using RC row directive. This is how you can write RC table script. Now, as you can see here, we have finished writing the script for all the questions in the survey. Once you create the HTML pages, you need to write logical functions and call the pages in the flowservice.sequence function in script.js file. After this, you can save changes to the solution and compress its contents back into a zip file. Then you can upload the zip file in your project in Rebus Cloud and activate the solution. Once activated, you can test run or live run the survey. Let's run this survey and see how the grid question looks like. Go to the activation page in your project home in Rebus Cloud and click on the link icon. Now select a language, a context, and click on live link. As you can see here, a link gets generated. Copy this link and paste it in your browser tab. And as you can see here, question 2 has appeared as a grid. This brings us to the end of this video tutorial. Thanks for watching.